It's Bathurst time. All right, we're doing Bathurst this week. It's a super fun track. I really like it. I was able to get a 206.091. Super proud of that. My old time from like several seasons ago when the car first came out was a 206.8. It took me longer than I would have liked to get the time down to this, but I didn't look under the circumstances of that old time if it was in quality fuel or anything like that. But super happy with the time I got. I do think the fast guys are going to be doing low 204s, maybe high 203s. I will probably see those from the really fast guys. A couple words of advice: if you do spin out in either like any of those, the tight, like the S's or the cutting, any of the tight areas, it's best to tow. There's going to be traffic coming up behind you, and just getting the car turned around in those areas is really tough. So you'll probably save yourself some headache just by towing in those situations. Before we get to showing you the lap and everything, just want to say if you want to subscribe, it really helps out. Usually say that at the end, but more people see this part. Thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't. And with that being said, let's show you the lap, and then we'll talk about how we did it.
Sector 1 time's okay. Sector 2 time is quick. That was a 206.09. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
All right, Bathurst, Mount Panorama, Australia, Porsche Cup fixed. 42.3% brake bias is what we're running. It's just the way that it comes out of the thing. And we got ourselves a 206.091, and oh, did that take a while. All right. So how did we do it? Let's get going here. I don't think I had the best last corner on this previous lap. Yeah, it was a little squirrely. This is a short straightaway, so it's not the end of the world, but I would have liked to have had a better amount of speed going into the first corner. The first corner here is pretty inconsistent for me, but what I try to do is brake at this, between the 100 and this telephone or light post here. If you get your graphics settings turned way down, that's not there, so you just have to go off the 100 marker. So yeah, we just start braking, and kind of what I've found for this first corner. Like I said, I'm super inconsistent at it. I try and get down trail brake, get on the gas early, and use a bit of this curb on the exit. It's kind of what I'm trying to do here. Full throttle. And then we just let's full out here for a while. All right. Next braking point is going to be what I try and use is a little bit past the 100 before the access road there. I guess that's probably this person's driveway. But yeah, so we're getting ready. On the brakes, pretty heavy. I'm gonna start downshifting. This is banked pretty well, so you can get on the gas and pretty early into it, and just, you know, keep it pretty heavy, and then full throttle. And then there's a little bit of runoff we can use over here. We're coming up. Then we're gonna be coming up over here. We're gonna try and get as close to this side as we possibly can. Probably could have gone over a little bit more. Just a skosh. But we're just gonna stay in it. So we kind of come over here, and then we're gonna lift, start slowly braking just a little bit, kind of get our slow down for this next section here. There's a lot of compression here. So once the road starts to turn in, we can use a lot more wheel, just because we've got a lot more grip on those front tires. And then we're really close to this edge here. Yeah, we're very close there. But it's going to kind of drag you around a little bit as we kind of bring our throttle back up, and we straighten out, bring it the rest of the way up. And I've the number of times I got on the throttle too fast and just spun out there is not insignificant. If you spin out in this corner, just tow. Like there's probably traffic coming, and it takes forever to get out. There is a little bump on the inside here, like right here-ish. So if you can avoid that, it's great. I haven't been trying too hard to avoid it with kind of success. And then again, in these Fujitsu signs, we want to come use that extra road that's there. Better change in between these cameras. We could have used a bit more, but I'm just lifting a little bit coming out of that corner. Just a smidge. And then back on it as we apex. Full throttle through here. We want to keep kind of tight on this end because we're gonna come all the way over to the right after this crest here. We're gonna come all the way over to the right hand side here as we lift. So this is a tricky part. The whole track's tricky. But yeah, we're just lifting here. It looks like I dabbed the brakes just a smidge. And I'm coming back on throttle. Keep a little bit of wheel in so we don't kiss that wall. We're coming real close to it though. And then just full throttle through here. Lift a bit. Looks like we're lifting. This is all kind of like habit at this point. Right about there. Lift a bit. And just kind of use the throttle to keep the grip. It's kind of iffy at times here. So you're just modulating as the grip's available. It would be better to do it smoothly, but I goofed up, so there's that. And then braking here is always makes me so nervous. So we're just gonna start braking as we kind of near the edge of the hill, I guess is the big, like maybe where the sign is a good spot. Start thinking about it. But we're just on the brakes, and we're modulating our brake pressure as the grip allows, and just using the wheel. So yeah, just trying not to lock up, and like there we let off the brakes a little bit because there was enough to do it. Then we're gonna hit the brakes, we're downshifting as we go. We're back on the throttle just for a little bit, just to kind of get some more speed rotation going, and then back on the brakes, come down here through the dipper, and yeah, just let off the brakes, and then we're back on the throttle, and then full throttle as we straighten out the wheel. And it's pretty much full throttle for a little bit here until we get to kind of towards the bottom of the hill. Then this white section of barrier is kind of where I'm going to start to slow down again. And we're just using a little bit of brakes here, and we're just gonna get down to second, hold the brakes, and kind of let off the pressure a little bit as we come through here. And then we want to, this is so I'm trying to explain how my thought process goes here. Just trail braking until we kind of see the opening come up, and then we're just going to kind of feed the throttle back in. So we're kind of aiming the car this way, like as we start to see the opening come up, we're gonna start to accelerate. We've still got a lot of wheel in, but we're just coming on it so we can come out over here and come close to that wall. This is a street course, so we have to. There's a lot of walls we have to come really close to. This is all flat out. All right. Then we hit the 150 here, and we're gonna hit the brakes really hard you can. I started by hitting the brakes to 100% at the 150, which you can do. You're not gonna lock up. You can hold them at 150 or 100% for a while, but I had a little bit better luck braking a little bit earlier and going like 80, 90 as we come down in the gears, and just, coming off. And slowly, as we come up the hill, we're going to start feeding some throttle in. And full throttle as we straighten out the wheel. I think we can hold full throttle the rest of the way through this most of the time. And then it's full throttle again, just all the way through here. The 100 marker is kind of what I'm using for the next spot. And one of the things with this final corner that like I had to brake myself, we're braking, of the habit of, was trying to make it, straighten it out, to make it too square, I guess would be the way that I describe it. So we're just going to come down to second. And then we're not going to aim to go this way. We're going to aim to go over here. Which should, like, why wouldn't I think that? But that's the way my brain works, and I had to fight it, and then we kind of got it figured out. We're coming back onto the throttle, aiming to get over to the curb, and then we'll straighten the car out. And then yeah, it's full throttle the rest of the way, and we got ourselves a 206.091. Alrighty, so yeah, super proud of the time, 206.091. I'm gonna have fun here. I don't think I'm gonna be running those times in the races. It's just back off a little bit and make sure we're safe. I was hell for leather again, trying to get those times. It crashed quite a bit, just trying to get it. But I know that the speed is there, and if we just back off just a tiny bit, I think we'll be able to get some good races in. And yeah, super excited. I like this track. Once again, about 25% of the people who watch these things are subscribed. It would really help out if you hit the subscribe button, and thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Don't want to sound too needy. I understand if you don't like them. and that works too. Head on over to twitch.tv/thepiltdownman if you want to watch it along with us doing these races live. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.